Okay, so I wanted to take a moment to look at all my old past cages and critique them with knowing what I know now. So let's start with my first ever cage. As you can see, this is your standard pet store cage. This is what Chloe came to me in. I would never ever use this for a guinea pig. It's too small. And honestly, the door, when you go to open it to get your guinea pig out, you have to reach in with your hand. So it is even more scary for them because all they see is this big thing reaching in to grab them. I just absolutely hated this cage. Despised it. Would never use it again. Got rid of it as quickly as I freaking could. Enough said on that cage. That was... I don't know what the hell I was thinking. Ugh. Next up was the Midwest cage. Now this was back when it was only Chloe and Cookie. This was not horrible, but it was still just way too small. If I could go back and do it again, I would probably remove the litter box and just have a pile of hay because it would have saved a lot of floor space. And I probably would have had tunnels instead of hides to save on floor space. But altogether, it was too small. Yes, it's the bare minimum for 2 female guinea pigs, but still, for my personal thoughts, it's just too small, even for 2 female guinea pigs. But if I had to, I would definitely use the Midwest cage again. It was a great cage. And you can connect more than one together, which is nice. Next up is my first CNC cage. This one was a 2x4. It was still just the girls. This was much better. It had more room than the Midwest. They loved it. I loved it. But things I would have changed, instead of having the 2 hides, I probably would have ended up with a fleece forest. Just to keep the floor space nice and open. And the litter box was fine. They enjoyed that. So, at the end of the day, that's all that mattered. This was for 2 female guinea pigs. It was a 2x4 CNC cage built with 14-inch grids. And, yeah, it was not bad. Oh, to remember the days when I could fit all the guinea pigs I owned in a 2x4 cage. For this one, we're going to talk about that cage right there. This was a 2x5. This was originally meant for Coconut and the 2 girls, but Coconut and Cookie did not get along, so we ended up with that outward extension just for Cookie. So it ended up being Coconut and Chloe. It was a great cage. The fleece forest added a lot of floor space to it. And honestly, the only thing I would have changed about this setup is probably less hides, more tunnels to keep the floor space nice and open. So this was when we first put the 2 trios together. That's Crystal, Cora, and Cloud, and Chloe, Cookie, and Coconut. This was a 2x8 cage. Very nice. What I would do differently, I would have got rid of the hay rack and just kept the 2 litter boxes. That way it kept the floor space nice and open. Maybe turn the tunnels so they could just run right through them throughout the cage. But yes, overall a nicely sized cage for who was in there. And this was my 2x9. Again, very nice with the setup with the 2 litter boxes. Very efficient for who all was in there. I would have added more water bottles and again changed the direction the tunnels were facing so they could just run through. But overall, not a bad cage. I would have also added more chew toys. And this was, I believe, a 2x10 for the same amount of guinea pigs. So obviously a little bit bigger than the 2x9. So it's just overall a great cage, honestly. There's not much I would change about this except for maybe adding another fleece forest. And again, direction of the tunnels. But that's just a personal preference. And more water bottles and chew toys. But overall, a great cage. This is when I first moved into my new place. Which brings us to our current setup, which is a 2x14 cage with 2 litter boxes, a hay bag, and hides. Honestly, I love my cage. Very proud of it. There is not much I would change about it. I absolutely love it. I'm always looking for ways to improve and get better, so if you see anything you would change other than the hay bag, please, people, stop putting out the hay bag. If there's anything else you would change, drop your thoughts in the comments. Until next time, guys, as usual, stay happy and stay healthy. Thanks, bye.